Welcome back to my channel, Time to Ace Exam. And for today, I'll be teaching you effective study tips and revision strategies on how you can ace social studies exams. So let's get started. You ever find yourself thinking that social study as an academic subject is extremely stressful or frustrating to revise for the exams? Ever thought that studying for social studies as an academic subject and for examinations is something that is really burdening, or it can be quite frustrating because you may not be able to excel in this subject that easily compared to the other academic subjects such as English and mathematics. Well, fret not, because Time to Ace Exams as a YouTube channel will be guiding you through on with effective study tips and revision strategies on how you can improve your social study grades. So now I'll be just sharing with you some study tips that I have taken for my O-level examination last year. And just to mention, I actually got a distinction for my social studies exam as well because of these three important tips that you need to take note. And the very first tip would be to read widely, especially for the subject of social study. It's all about knowing your general knowledge and acquiring new knowledge and information about what's going on around the world. And I really encourage you to read widely and broadly in terms of newspaper articles, journals, or any books that you have read about society or societal issues that our country is facing. I really encourage you and to read these books to acquire new knowledge and to broaden your perspectives about certain issues that are usually covered in the syllabus. And I think that reading widely would be really beneficial, especially when it comes to answering essay questions that are really broad and unexpected as well. So I think that reading widely is really one of the most effective study tips that you have to take in order to ensure that you score a distinction or even maybe improve on your grades for the social study exams. The second tip that I would like to give you is to clarify all of your misconceptions on the key terms and concepts that are being taught in your social study class. So maybe in our Singapore syllabus, we learn about governance and citizenship. We talk about diversity, about how Singapore is positioned in a diverse society, or we also learn about globalizations in the social study textbook that we have learned. The syllabus covers all these main areas, and I believe that these terms can be easily misinterpreted or misunderstood sometimes because we often have to put our own perceptions and opinions to understand certain key concepts that we are learning. So I believe that it's really important to clarify and check thoroughly on your understanding for certain key terms and concepts with your social study teachers. So for example, key terms such as globalizations, or even in terms of governance, we talk about social stratifications, meritocracy, social mobility. I believe that all these terms are really important key terms that you need to clarify with your teachers, because these terms can be easily misunderstood. Also, the fact that if you're able to clarify all these misconceptions before your examinations, it means that you have a much clearer understanding of your syllabus, and ultimately this will actually help you to be much more prepared for your social study exams, and especially for the essay questions. The last tip that I would like to give you is about time management And I believe that in our social study papers for GCE O levels, we only have 1 hour and 30 minutes to answer all of the questions, right? So you have the first section, which is the source-based questions, and also there will be the SRQ, which is actually the structured response questions. I believe that it's important to have good time management during our exams, and this is because we want to avoid any form of delays in terms of answering certain questions, and we definitely want to finish the paper in time within the time limit, right? So for time management, I think how you can practice time management is through practicing time practice. So if you are doing practice papers from the other schools, maybe preliminary papers, preliminary exam papers, I think that it's important to treat it like your national exam and take it seriously, and also time yourself 1 hour 30 minutes. Or if you're just doing certain questions, maybe for example one essay question, you should work it out and have a strategy or a strategy to conquer the paper in 1 hour 30 minutes. So maybe for example you want to finish one essay questions in 15 minutes. So I think that you should work on it and train your writing skills, maybe to summarize your key points and not beat around the bush. And these are certain small little tips that you can take to how you can ultimately improve your time management during your exam. All in all, so these are just 3 very important tips that I will be giving to you for how you can improve your social studies as an academic subject and most likely do better for your social study exams and in your O levels. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening to me. And if you feel like this is a really insightful content and it's a really good video, feel free to just smash the subscribe button for more contents in the future. Right, thank you.